Hello, welcome to week two, end of week one. A really great week on the coursework and the forums. Very impressed with the introductions. Pleasure meeting all of you. A very wide and diverse background. One common thread that I noted from the introductions is the strong ethical influence that everyone's parents had on them during their upbringing. I think this is something we've seen before and we've kind of always known. And as you look around the world today, you can probably see where the lack of that type of influence can have bad results upon the society. But growing up, we need strong models, strong role models, our parents, mentors, coaches. Uh, those types of people play important roles in our life and helped us develop what we believe or what we use well as use for our ethics as we continue on in life. Uh, on the forum question, what's the right thing to do? Say everyone got most all of the important points. All 20 of you together would have definitely made all of them. I hope everyone gets a chance to read more than just the one or two that they post on. I did relax the posting requirement from 3 originally to just 2, the original and a peer, so that you would have more time to be able to read other people's postings. A lot of good things to say, and everyone seems to pick up a little bit differently, sees it a little bit differently, and adds a new aspect to it. The text discussed the Golden Rule, probably one of the most well-known and widest beliefs, ethics, principles that I can think of. It appears in many different religions in various forms. We've seen it not only in religious but in our schoolwork. Our parents taught us this. We see it. We see it just about everywhere we go. So it's very universal. Maxwell, in his book Ethics 101, says this is really the only rule you need. Golden rule applies to just about everything. He also kind of minimizes the fact of the term business ethics is there really shouldn't be any business ethics. Ethics is ethics. Doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. The same principles apply. We have business ethics. Do we need government ethics, sports ethics? No, I think he's got a point in that everything that we apply in one aspect should apply to other terms of in our life also. Another aspect that I would marry with the Golden Rule, which he does mention, is the disclosure rule. Uh, if you had to stand up and explain to someone your actions, reactions in a situation, would that make you feel differently about the type of decisions that you'd be making? So for me, the Golden Rule and the disclosure rule play a very key part in my ethical thinking and my guidance. Week two, we're getting into chapter 2s and chapter 3. Chapter 2, we're introduced to a brief history of the business ethics, as well as a stakeholder model. Who is a stakeholder, and what are their impacts upon the ethics, or how can ethics impact them? In chapter 3, we look at ethics within various parts of the organization: research, development, finance, human resources, R&D, marketing. So see where some of those topics can come up. I remember in my business ethics course with Dr. Richards back in 2002, but the only thing I can remember was a marketing case which dealt with marketing of Colt 45 malt liquor, which seemed to target young black males, and the ethics of that. So it had various outcomes and discussions on it, but it did make an impact on me, and marketing, along with some of the topic we'll get later in the course, consumerism. Again, marketing is meant to sell you something. That's the way companies make money. They sell you things. Now, there are different ways of marketing to honest marketing or sell you anything, whether you need it or not. So I'll leave it at that. I know some of you work in marketing and have probably come upon some great examples of good and poor practices within that field. So again, great effort on week one. I think everyone's got the hang of it. A couple of administrative items. Just a refresher, the initial posting is due by Thursday night at midnight. The peer posting by Sunday night at midnight. The Learn Smart closes out Sunday night at midnight. My apologies for the first week where I got my days and my 12 o'clocks wrong. That closed out Sunday morning at midnight and vice Sunday night at midnight. Got that fixed. And I think all the others going forward are also correct, that they close out Sunday night at midnight. Also, if you want to get to the textbook and you do not want to do Learn Smart, or you're doing Learn Smart and you want to go into the textbook and you're using the ebook, open another tab in your browser, go to SAU, Blackboard, Tools, go to My Connect section, and that'll take you to the Connect section. That the icon for the ebook is there, and you can get into the ebook and read the ebook just like you would any other book that you have. So open more tabs on your browser, as many as you need to get to where you need to go. Just because the coursework takes you to Learn Smart and directly into the interactive questioning does not prevent you from getting to the book itself. As I say, open another tab, go through the path I described. You get to the Connect section for the course, open the ebook and browse it as you need to. I think that's about all for now. Again, thank you very much for your efforts in the course. Your postings are doing well, and I enjoy reading all of them, and I do read all of them, and I encourage you to do also. You may not read them as deeply as often as I do, but you will see that they make up the majority of the course. So besides the textbook, which provides some of the basis for the discussion, the comments and the postings of the fellow students, I think, are key to helping you expand and understand the topics we're talking about. Again, thank you very much. Have a good week.